hard and doing it strong.
Smacking you in the face with the classics. It's DJ Young and Nut.
All right, God bless you guys. God bless. It is a turned up Tuesday, guys. It is Tuesday. I can't see the day. It's Tuesday, September the 28th, 2021. It is 14 minutes after the hour. Welcome, guys, to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team. That's Senny J, Barbi, Cologne, where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right, guys. That chat room is wide open, or please call in 570-982-6950. iHeartRadio, radio.com, guys. Please join us. The Shawn Harvey Morning Show.com, also distributed by Comedy World Net Radio, also Comedy Cloud. We really appreciate those guys over there. Thank you so much. You can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team. All the links come up. We're on all major podcast platforms, guys. So there's no way you can't find us. YouTube, also the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Subscribe to that page. You get notified. This morning on Facebook, like our business page, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team business page, guys, and you will get notified when we go live on air Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Only place where you're going to get this morning love. Only place where you're going to get news and information. It's a great look. It's a great day. Turned up Tuesday. But most importantly, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Senny J, God bless you. On Turned Up Tuesday, Senny. Boy, Senny, you are melting away, boy. Jesus Christ. You need an emergency hamburger. Senny, don't. Jesus. Anyway, you're looking great, Senny. The arms are looking toned up. Your nails are looking great. Your skin's looking clear. Good morning to you, and God bless.
God bless, Shawn. Thank you for that. Good morning to everyone listening. We have a great show for you today on this Turned Up Tuesday. We're going to get started with Front Page News with Senny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally and nationally and globally. So make sure you stick around for that. I'm also going to let you know what the weather is like if you have not stepped outside today. Here in downtown Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where we broadcast from, it is currently raining, I believe. There's a light drizzle. It is currently 60 degrees. We are going up to a high of 61. I'm sorry, we are going up to a high of 74, and it will be sunny, but there is a light rain. So please grab an umbrella if you have not already. In New York City, it is currently 67 degrees, mostly sunny today. They're going up to a high of 78 degrees. In Atlanta, Georgia, it is currently 61 degrees, going up to a high of 84, and it will be clear most of the day. In Orlando, Florida, it is currently 69 degrees. It will be mostly clear, some clouds in the afternoon. They're going up to a high of 89. And in Los Angeles, California, it will be cloudy today. They're currently at 63 degrees, going up to a high of 71. That is the weather that I have for you. Let us know what the weather is like where you are. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, along with our beautiful co-host Barbi Cologne, where you get your morning started right.
Where you get your morning started right, guys. We also have Harvey's House of Sports, guys, where we give our perspective on sports other than the scores. Got some glorious news for you when we get to the sports. Even though I hate the Cowboys and I hate the Eagles. I don't know which one I hate worse. But the Eagles got their asses kicked last night in Dallas. We'll talk about that. But before that, guys, we have the morning buzz, guys, and you know the deal with that. There's one thing that we could guarantee on this show each and every day, that your head will be buzzing before 9 a.m. You stay tuned for that. Cindy, what else you got?
Yes, we're also going to have some Senny Says, where I will let you know what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. So stick around for that.
And no question about it. And when she say stick around for real, because, in a few, we're going to shout out the room. Where's the hearts at in the chat room? We want to pay homage and so much love to the folks that listen, the thousands of folks that listen each and every day. Thank you so much. So don't go nowhere. Tell a friend. Come on into the room in about another, half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever. We're going to shout out the room. We're going to show you some love. We're going to call out your name because that's what we do here. And that's one of the great segments that we have on the show. Special thanks to Rome. Rome, thanks for the sound. We appreciate you so much, man. Young and Nut needs some more music, man. Let's clap for Young and Nut. That's our guy.
Hey,
Appreciate
Young and
you.
Nut. Good
Crystal
morning.
Rooney and Angel Johnson over there. Comedy World Net Radio, Comedy Cloud. Thank you so much. Now.
Hey, Comedy World.
Now.
Hey, y'all.
Thank God for Jesus. Cindy, also get that Kelly Price story for her.
What a
Thank
mess.
God for Jesus.
Yeah.
Like my mother say. Harvey's feeling great this morning. My back is better. We was bowling the other day and that took me down. I saw LaShawn Oliver also made a post that she was down too yesterday. I'm back. Everything feels good. My back is back. My back is back. Now,
I think she said she fell.
I thought she said
I
on a
don't think
post that she was sore or something like that.
Oh, yeah. No, she fell, but it wasn't at the bowling alley.
Oh.
It was like on some other stuff. LaShawn, what were you doing,
What are you doing
girl?
out there?
Be
careful. Yeah, for real.
Wasn't even no ice out, girl.
It's not even snowing. You fell in the snow test already. It's not even snowing. How you gonna fall in snow and it's not snowing? Okay. Well, God bless. All right. So, guys, we're just gonna get right into this. I'll do my whole little rant later. Yes.
I'm sharing the show real quick.
Yesterday, and please share the show. I'm gonna share as soon as you start talking, Senny. I'm gonna start sharing the show. So yesterday, Senny, I live. We broadcast here in the Lehigh Valley, guys. If you don't know, if you're new to the show, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. That's where we at. Lehigh Valley, and the Poconos is north, and then New York is about 90 miles to the east. And let just folks right now commuting to New York if they still got a job over there to work because they live out here because, you can afford the house. For now, no. I think housing is you can't even afford houses out here no more. But that's the reason why a lot of folks migrated here to the Lehigh Valley. And I say all that just to let you know. So, Cindy, it segues into what I'm about to say. So I'm in the Giant supermarket. That's our local supermarket. What would be comparison in New York? Like where my mom's live, like Weston Beef or whatever chain. I don't know. What's the chain supermarkets in the New York area? I forgot. So I'm at,
Yeah,
I don't.
something like that.
Yeah, so I'm in the Giant. Yes. Pathmark. Did they still got Pathmark?
I don't know if that's a local thing.
What? If you live in the New York area, if you whatever major city you in, put your
I
chain.
don't ever see a grocery store when I go to New York. It's always like little stores.
Yeah, you're
Where
right.
are the grocery stores?
They're like in the industrial areas of the city.
Oh,
That's right. That's a good point.
it's weird.
So I'm in the supermarket yesterday, Cindy J. Tanya hit me up and said, "Yo, we need some paper towels, toilet tissue, and all that." Right?
Uh-huh.
So I go to the supermarket and they have they got the signs up, one item per person again. It's
The DV.
whoa. So right, but I'm like, okay, so because I get 2 rolls of this, 3 rolls of that. Like that's how I usually do it. When she says go get this thing, I just get a bunch of it and then just leave me alone until the next time, right?
Right.
So while I'm in there picking up my one item of tissue paper and toilet tissue, right, Cindy?
Right.
My phone goes off. My cellular phone goes off, Cindy J. I got an old school phone. I got a Galaxy S9. Wait. I got a Galaxy S9 Plus. Old as hell. Still works. And Cindy, my phone goes off, and only thing you see is Kelly. R. Kelly. A lot of Kelly.
Yeah.
Verdict came down in New York City. And my phone is, but while I have, Cindy, I didn't even take the cart in the supermarket. I have, in one arm, I have the tissue paper. In the other hand, I have the toilet tissue.
Right.
While looking at my phone at the same time.
Right.
And I go, well, what the hell is going? This was about 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon yesterday, which was a beautiful day out yesterday.
It was glorious.
And I'm like, what's going on with Robert R. Kelly? Senny,
Yes.
can you, if you don't mind, God bless, can you share what happened to R. Kelly yesterday while I was holding my tissue paper and my toilet tissue?
Yes. Sorry, Sean. 1 second.
God bless.
It was.
Hold on, wait, before you tell us, I want to applaud Senny J's arms.
No. Stop. I've been trying.
Jesus Christ, Senny.
They've been the most
You freaking
stubborn, actually. It's really hard to get them together. So thank
well,
you.
It's been hard for you to get something together since last October, but Senny, Senny, those arms and the neck is almost freaking me out right now.
I'm weak.
You're getting skinny like I am, Senny.
Yes, thanks, Sean.
Right, cool.
I'm weak. After decades of sexual abuse allegations, R. Kelly has been held legally accountable for the first time. The 54-year-old R&B singer was found guilty on all counts with a Brooklyn, New York jury of 7 men and 5 women, returning the verdict on Monday afternoon after less than 2 full days of deliberations. Kelly was found guilty on 1 count of racketeering and 8 counts of violating the Mann Act, which is an interstate anti-sex trafficking law. He stood accused of sexual exploitation of a child, bribery, and kidnapping. He wore a mask in court due to the COVID-19 safety protocols. An attorney said today's guilty verdict forever brands R. Kelly as a predator who used his fame and fortune to prey on the young, the vulnerable, and the voiceless for his own sexual gratification. Oh, yeah, that's what they were saying. They were, because remember we were saying, what is the racketeering? What was the criminal enterprise? Basically, they were saying he was using his enterprise, his music, his music career as a lure to bring in, people. Because a lot of times these young girls and kids were looking to start up their career, and they would travel and do stuff with him as well.
So is music used for racketeering?
Yeah, that was the rackets. That was the criminal enterprise. Was his music career?
Oh,
that was the guys.
Oh. Continue.
Jacqueline M. Kasulis, who's acting U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, said a predator who used his inner circle to ensnare underage girls and young men and women for decades in a sordid web of sex abuse, exploitation, and humiliation. To the victims in this case, your voices were heard and justice was finally served. We hope that today's verdict brings some measure of comfort and closure to the victims. It just continues. The nearly 6-week trial saw 11 accusers take the stand against Kelly, 6 of whom were minors when the alleged abuse took place. 2 were male. He was directly charged for crimes related to just 6 women who formed the government's case, 1 being the late singer Aaliyah. Prosecutors claim the 2 were illegally married when he was 27 and she was just 15. Although Kelly was dogged by misconduct allegations for years, many of his victims felt he would never face consequences. Kelly still faces state and federal indictments in 2 other states on similar charges. He will be sentenced in Brooklyn federal court on May 4th. He faces child pornography cases in Illinois, and he also faces a child pornography case in Minnesota, which I'm sure he's going to be convicted of following these. And he faces life in prison following these charges.
Now, Senny, thank you so much for, following this R. Kelly trial in the last couple of weeks.
I didn't even get to, his defense was only 2 weeks.
That's what I was about to say. There was this whole deluge of information from the prosecution for weeks.
Yeah.
Assassinating his character, the whole, whatever they were doing, presenting evidence.
Yeah, let me.
And I think the defense was up there literally for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because was the defense really up there for 2 weeks? Because I don't remember that. I kind of remember like you saying just the other day that
for too long.
We can empower the next generation of women so that we do not fail like we have.
24 protesters carried signs reading "Black Girl."
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That's what
They're outraged over allegations that R. Kelly has sexually abused and manipulated dozens of underage girls.
Yeah, people.
Numerous women spoke about their alleged abuse in a recent docu-series.
This is bigger than R. Kelly. Yes, R. Kelly is in the moment, but we're going to use this moment to educate that this starts in our homes. This is in our churches. This is in our workforces. This is in our schools. This is in the entertainment industry. This is in politics. And this is in our overall streets. You know, our girls are at risk.
And protesters want radio stations, to stop playing R. Kelly songs. Several performers, including Lady Gaga and Chicago's Chance the Rapper, have apologized for collaborating with R.
Senny.
Yeah.
The masses are running away from Mr. Kelly. Should the artists who worked with him prior apologize for working with him? Is it that bad?
Yeah. They have to take the music down, everything. This is all a scandal. Everybody. Because you contributed to this. You contributed to this criminal, disgusting enterprise. Everybody, every DJ should apologize. They should take it out of their rotation. Everyone. And at the core, what this comes down to, just like that guy was saying on the thing, it comes down to protecting Black girls. There's a phenomena that actually Georgetown Law did a study on this back in 2017. It is called the adultification of Black girls in our society, and also especially within the Black community. Why do you think that it went on for so many years with people not saying anything, people feeling like these girls, they wanted it, or it doesn't matter, and things like that? It's because people have this idea that young Black girls that are older than what they are, or that they, bring certain things on themselves, and it's just, discarded, and people don't care. I bet you if there were a bunch of white girls coming up into this place, it wouldn't be going on, or a bunch of Spanish girls coming up into this place, this wouldn't be going on as long as it did. And it's really sad. And the fact that people can't separate this person from what he does. If your musical inspiration is coming from a sick place, then it's not anything that's good.
Cindy, do you think that
so I don't.
Do you think that before we get into which everything
your
you're saying is
body's
valid,
calling me and he's thinking about 14-year-old prepubescent girls?
Do you think that the music industry,
and you want to make love to that? You want to grind to that? That makes you feel good?
Oh, ain't nothing wrong. Okay. With a little bump and grind. Cindy, do you think
if
that
it's with a 13-year-old, there is something wrong
exactly.
with Kelly?
Now, Cindy, do you think that now that this verdict has been handed down from the feds with R. Kelly, do you think that all the music should be taken down from all platforms? Because I don't hear. Did you hear R. Kelly's song today? Do you think DJs, like to say like Young and Nut, all the DJs that are in the chat room, are you still playing R. Kelly music moving forward with this conviction? I always joke around here and I start playing some R. Kelly music when we start talking about R. Kelly, and I feel weird if I start playing that now. I shouldn't feel that way. If I want to play some R. Kelly music, I should. But do you think that the music industry should stop playing the music right now after the verdict has been handed down yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, to some people that makes it real in their eyes. But we've been known. Everybody's seen the video from when he was peeing on old girl. Right. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
Now, this is a victory today for African Americans. You're right. White folks, that's a whole Babylonians. That's a whole different realm. But this man is a straight predator a straight sexual predator, honestly, where he can't function. Senny, folks like this can't function in society. They can't. They can't function in society. They have to be detained and they have to be jailed because of their perverted minds. That's very sick. R. Kelly and others like him are too perverted to socialize in the general public.
Well, it's also sad because he was molested and sexually abused himself. Right. So it's like you see this cycle of predatory behavior that happens, and so much of it goes unnoticed. So many boys out here dealing with this as well that don't get help for it and grow up and then turn into unhealthy behaviors. Yeah. It's crazy. Sexual deviance.
Yeah, the whole thing though, and you're right, like with him being a victim of the sexual abuse, and I get that. But there's a certain point. Oh, hear me out. You know where I'm gonna go with this.
Yes.
Hold on, hear me out. There's a certain point as an adult. I don't care how hear me out. I don't care how nasty you are. You do know right from wrong, or maybe you don't. Maybe it might be some narcissist, because some narcissistic people don't know that they're narcissistic. There might be a part of R. Kelly that don't even know, that thinks that this behavior is normal. But there's gotta be a fiber of a man's soul like him or a woman that know that they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
They have to know. You can't take a 15-year-old girl, 17-year-old girl, lock them up in a cage in your house, urinate on them, and have sex with them. You got to know that is wrong. You're right, Senny. He grew up in a sexual predator and being abused. You're right. But regardless of his fame and his occupation as a songwriter and singer, he had to know that he was doing something wrong. So yes, we can. I've been damaged by my childhood, right, Senny? And I've shared. But at this point in my life, I can't use that no more to be dysfunctional in society. This is not a good look for Chicago. Matter of fact, I'll be in Chicago the 15th, the 13th through the 15th, telling jokes. It's not a good look for you guys in Chicago. Because a lot of you guys in Chicago, unfortunately, y'all co-signed all this behavior too. Because y'all know he was nasty. Mimi Simpson, the comedian, called up here, jokingly said how nasty he was. Remember? Leonard Roy said how nasty he was and how everybody knew it. And nobody kicked his ass then.
Yeah.
So today is a celebration that we have this predator on lockdown.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they got to transfer him to Minnesota or Illinois. Have a Zoom trial, keep him where he's at, give him the 20 years in jail. He needs 20 years in jail. And the one time we see video of him in this trial is yesterday when they walked him in to lay down his guilty verdict. R. Kelly, you're disgusting, bro. And the people around you are. And you are a man of disgrace. And the only rehabilitation you can have is incarceration. Because you're just too nasty, bro. And too narcissistic. And you married Aaliyah so you don't get prosecuted for having sex with an underage child. That's crazy. So, let me ask you a question before we move on to the next story.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. A lot of people also put blame on some of these parents for allowing their children to be around R. Kelly. I don't know if I agree with that. can't blame the parents of the children that was around R. Kelly. If my child was around R. Kelly and my child came back and said they touched, you got to call the police. You got to do something. But he preyed on Latino and African American. Senny, would it be safe to say low income females in the community? Would it be safe to say that?
Yeah.
Today is your day. Today is the day of reckoning. R. Kelly, you are done. Sentencing is win. Made or whatever. No.
Yeah. Oh, wait, let me see.
And they need to give you 20 years in jail, my friend.
They need to, oh, I didn't see. I think it's coming on. You can't play anything, R. Kelly.
So bad. I can't even play. I don't even want. Listen, you know I always play "Step in the Name of Love" when we talk about R. Kelly. I'm not even going. I want to play it. I'm not even going to play it today. After.
Right. Resist.
I'm not going to play it today. Damn, I want to play it.
Of any day. Let me see.
So,
oh yeah, May 4th. Sentencing.
May 4th.
I know. They said sentencing is scheduled for May 4th. I don't know why it's so far away. Probably because he has his other.
Oh yeah, right. You got his other trials.
He has his other trials.
Put a number one in the chat. People, Senny, is there people in the chat room?
Yeah.
Put a number one chat room if you still rocking with R. Kelly with the music. Just the music.
Youngana said he's not playing any more of his music.
Now that's good. That's trending with no wonder if that's the trend with DJs.
Some DJs already started from before.
Yeah, but there's still DJs that are playing. I want to call Hot Sauce. I want to know if Hot Sauce is going to play the music.
There are some that are still playing it, but I don't really listen to the radio, so I don't even really know what's being played on there. It's not on any of Apple's playlists.
I want DJs to call in,
so I don't see it.
I want to know.
Didn't Tricky say he was still playing it? Which was very disappointing.
Tricky, call in.
Hopefully.
Call in, Tricky.
None of them should be playing it.
Because I want to know if you're going to play this, the R. Kelly music. I want to know because now we have a barometer now. Now the sand, the line is drawn in the sand, Senny.
Not drawn in the sand.
Calling DJs up.
Don't leave them alone. They're not going to answer.
DJs up because I want to know. I want to know if these DJs is playing the music now.
They're not going to answer you. Oh, do I need to write these down?
Right. I think you better write the names down.
Y'all better. I think Barbi's going to walk in any minute. Barb, hold on. You guys put your name in the chat room. Get your names in here.
I'm calling
And
some DJs up.
let us know. Hold on a second.
I want to call some DJs up. See, I know. Is it too early to call a DJ?
Yeah, they live the nightlife.
I don't go to sleep. I want to know what the hell is going on.
You do go to sleep.
DJs. I got DJs that are not answering the phone right now.
Oh, let me see. Who was in here? Who's in here? Hey, I'm gonna get my people in here. Shawn, nobody's gonna answer. Just have Youngana be the blueprint. You guys, does anybody else have an iPhone and like?
I want to know if the
your
freaking DJs
on your comments are disappearing. Like it fades away, and then when somebody writes another comment, it comes back. Is that happening to you? Because that's happening to me. Like I don't see it as like a regular thread. Like it's like fading in and out. Somebody let me know if that's happening to them as well. Youngana, that's happening to you too?
What's going on over there? What's going on over there?
My comments are coming in like fading in and out on my iPhone. Because none of them want to listen. None of them. Natalie Rice says, if it comes on, I'll listen to it. Ooh, Natalie. It does sneak up on you sometimes.
But if you
Are
on
you guys saying yes
if you-
because
if
that
you-
is happening to you?
if it's if they're playing the music, I just want to know how the DJs feel about this, because the DJs move the music.
I don't think the DJs care. R. Kelly hasn't put out anything in a minute. So who cares what he's playing? So who cares about playing his music? He's old.
But he has those classic.
Yeah, but
He has those classic like dance songs.
yeah, but
And
who
DJs always
cares?
put those classic dance songs in their rotation when it comes down to moving the party.
Oh, you think you're so funny, Prentice? My phone is not dirty.
We're gonna move on to the next story.
Oh yeah, he has classics.
He has what?
Yeah, he has classics.
Who said that?
A couple people said that.
He got
Taylor
classics.
said he has classics.
But will you listen to the music?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, everybody. Hold on. Hey, you on the air. You on the air. I'm calling you on the air, not privately.
Hey DJ.
Come on, let's clap for A. Hey, thanks for picking up the phone. You're a true professional. I called 15 DJs. Nobody's picking up the phone. Hey,
What's going on, man? How
hey,
you
and
doing?
we good. And City, remember DJ A, former chat room member of the week.
Yes.
Hey, DJ, R. Kelly verdict came down yesterday in the feds in the Eastern District of Eastern Court in Brooklyn. Yesterday at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And Senny and I are talking about the story and talking about what's going on. And I just wanted a barometer with the DJs, because now that, he's convicted of this, one of the DJs, DJ Younganut, who said he would stop playing the R. Kelly music moving forward. My question to you is, my fault. How's your wife doing, bro?
Oh, she good, man. She good.
Tell her
Thank you.
what's up. Hey, 2 questions. This is a 2-part question. Have you played R. Kelly music? Have you been playing R. Kelly music prior to yesterday? That's the first question. And are you going to continue to play R. Kelly music in spite of those classics, those bangers? What's your feeling on all this?
I like his music. I'm still gonna play it.
Interesting.
I don't agree with what happened, what he's done, but he's a lyrical, like, he's just a genius. His music is fire.
Wait, Cindy, whoa. Cindy, let him talk. I called him. Let him talk. Let him finish.
Yeah.
He said what
Let
he
him
had to say. I'm just saying.
He's not finished yet. You let him finish, Cindy. Go ahead, Abe.
Yeah, I like his flow. We all know that that's not right what he did, but his music is still fire. I did an event a few weeks ago, and I played some of his music. So it's not like I'm running on him all night. I may play 1 or 2.
And when you was playing those bangers, were they on the dance floor?
Oh, they still was dancing. Yeah, they didn't get off the floor and be like, "Oh man, this guy's playing R. Kelly." No.
You didn't experience none of that.
No.
Oh.
No.
So, Cindy, what is the consensus? Hey, it might be 50-50. Some of the DJs might play it, and
people are
others.
sheep. Because people don't care. Because you can't sit over here and praise his music when his music is coming from a disgusting place. The muse from his music is from the things that he's doing.
Hold on.
He's profiting. He's over here using his music to come over here, entice people to come over here so we can do over here and do nasty stuff to them.
Okay, now hold on to that. Now, hey, how do you feel about that? About the music being enticing to what he's doing in his perverted mind? Does that?
Okay, let's flip it around.
Okay.
Let's flip it around. Okay. Let's
Everybody,
let's do it like-
DJ A's on the phone.
let's do it like this. Just say, suppose before we knew all of this was going on, and we heard his music, and we heard that he was pissing on people. Well, before that, no, he wasn't. That was the spoof. But all his music, like you said, was based on his lifestyle. You didn't know it at the time. Suppose there's other artists doing the same exact thing. They never got caught, but they doing the same thing that R. Kelly is doing. You're going to support him up until that point, or you're going to listen to the lyrics and say, oh, this guy's disgusting. I ain't going to play his music no more. So it's just based on morals.
Well, when you know better, you do better. That's all I'm saying.
So, well, damn, I might have to play "Step in the Name of Love" now.
Okay.
So, Because every time we talk about R. Kelly, I always throw in "Step in the Name of Love." I wasn't gonna play it, but now I'm hearing you. I don't know. Maybe you might persuade me to play.
So Senny is done with R. Kelly. No more R. Kelly music.
Senny's been done with R. Kelly since all this had broken, or since this whole thing started. She's been done with.
You be on the dance floor vibing with your people, and R. Kelly come on, you're gonna just stop and walk off.
No, Senny has danced. Senny danced at R. Kelly. Senny danced to R. Kelly music just recently.
I swayed one time.
Yeah,
I stopped when I realized what was happening.
DJ Hot Sauce, right? Was the DJ? Excuse me. It
was at Shawn's wedding.
Excuse me. A DJ Hot Sauce was doing. We did an after party at my wedding, right? And DJ Hot Sauce was doing his thing, playing his music.
Mm-hmm.
And like all your DJs do, we was in that feel good moment.
Yeah.
He slid that R. Kelly in.
The music I play is when I play step music. The step music that I have a step folder, and he's part of my step music collection.
And Senny, if you think he's getting rid of them R. Kelly songs on his step folder, you out of your mind. So anyway,
to be honest, it's really disappointing.
Hey, hear me out. So we getting our dance on, right? We feeling good. It was like it was a backyard kind of feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the music. And we actually got married in my backyard.
Okay.
And Sauce is playing his music, and he doing that R. Kelly. He threw that R. Kelly in. He blended it in.
Nice.
And just like what y'all DJs do, y'all know when you're blending something, you know the momentum, the rhythm, you throw that beat in, and we still two-stepping.
Yep.
Senny did 6 2-steps on the R. Kelly and abruptly stopped.
She caught herself.
She caught herself on that 6th step. We kept boogieing.
What happened, Senny?
And for the record, she was sober.
Wow.
She was sober that day. She was on a 49-day challenge. So I can't even blame the alcohol on it, where she was turned up with the alcohol and boogie into the R. Kelly music.
We got to set her up next time. This way, next party, just tell Hot Sauce to throw it in there real quick and see what Senny do when she's on the floor.
Right. So you saying that you have R. Kelly in your 2-step crate. That's not, you're not moving that out the crate, and you still doing your thing.
Yeah, unless the person who hires me says they don't want to hear any R. Kelly music, then I won't do it.
Exactly. So Senny, that's fair. Senny, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, I guess.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Hey, Jess.
Morning, bro.
Jess, I'm going to put you on hold for a second. Jess, you're live on the radio, so just want to let you know that. Give me a second. I'm going to come back to you. We talk about R. Kelly, okay?
All right.
So don't go nowhere. We're on the air, okay? Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Hey.
Yep.
That's a very interesting point. Senny, that is fair. If someone's paying him to DJ, say you hired A, who's a great DJ, and you said
There's
to A,
plenty
if you
of
said,
other music
I understand
he
that.
can play.
But,
He's
but,
not going to be mad at him if he doesn't play R.
But
Kelly.
Senny, if you request don't play R. Kelly, then he's going to yield to that. But if you don't request it, he's going to play it.
He could say to A, yo, don't play no R. Kelly. A could be like, yo, don't worry, I don't play him no way. And he's still gonna get the same money. So it don't matter. You don't have to play him.
Hey, how you feel about that?
Yeah, it's not a problem with that. You know, believe it or not, a lot of DJs play what they like as well as what y'all want to hear. You know what I mean? So what can be done now is a DJ can ask, a client, do you mind if I play 1 or 2 tracks of R. Kelly? And that'll be open up the question like yes or no, not assuming. And this way, there's nobody offended at the party or the host or the person hiring the DJ.
That's a good point. Well, DJ could do that too, Senny. Hey, I got some R. Kelly. You want me to play it?
Because before I do an event, I always ask for the genres that they want to play, and also ask for a playlist, because some people want to hear certain songs, and that helps me get songs into my collection that I may not have, that they may be requesting. So it's this way I have an idea of what kind of music a person want to hear. Now, that sometimes backfires, because I did a Sweet 16 party for a Black couple, and all of the girls' friends were all Spanish.
Right.
There was only one Black person out of 150 kids in that party. And I get there and I'm like, oh, shoot, this is a Spanish event.
Right.
But they gave me a playlist of all hip hop and regular music that the kids listen to.
Right. See,
so yeah, it can work both ways.
All right, so let's clap for A. A's gonna keep that step in the name of love in that crate. And that's it. All right, A.
All right.
Yo, thanks for calling. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, man.
Bye.
Take it.
Jess, you still there?
I'm here.
All right, everybody, hold on. This is a good friend of mine. I love this guy to death. I knew he would probably be up early this morning. A lot of these DJs are sleeping. This guy doesn't sleep. Everybody, our very own, our good friend, DJ Jess Apollo Own, is on the phone. Let's clap for him.
Hey, morning.
Also, him and his wife have one of the biggest groups on Facebook, Grown Folks 2020 on Facebook, over 30,000 members. Let's clap for that.
Hey, that's a lot of members.
Jess, God bless you. And tell your wife I said what's up, okay?
I definitely do that. She ain't here right now, but I'll definitely do that.
Now,
how y'all doing?
We're good. We're good.
Good.
All right. So one of the DJs. So the R. Kelly verdict came down yesterday, and right from the Feds, Senny, Eastern District, New York, Brooklyn. His sentence date is next May, because he's got to go on tour with other. He's got to go on a tour to Minnesota and Illinois for his reckoning day there.
Right.
We just had a deal. DJ A from Brooklyn said he's still playing the music. But he won't play the music if the customer requests not to play the music. Our question to you is this. So DJ Young and I said he's not playing the music no more, right, Senny?
Yeah.
DJ A said he's playing the music. Jess, this is a two-part question. One, the first part is, have you been playing R. Kelly music? Jess works all the time, like DJ A and Young and I. They out there DJing all the time. Jess, have you been playing the R. Kelly music? That's the first question. Second part of the first question is, since this verdict has come down, will you continue to play it?
Part A, I haven't played an R. Kelly song in a very long time.
Bravo for you, DJ Jess.
And that's just my personal. That's my personal. I really, everybody has their ups and downs. They have their way about them. Nobody's perfect, but depending on what the status of what you did, I can't personally, I can't ride with that, because I have a granddaughter, and I wouldn't want anybody to take advantage of them, in that way. And now it's like boys as well. I mean, I can't support the brother anymore, and it's not jumping ship, but for me, it's just like, there's a level of like things you can do that, will turn me against you. And that's one of the things for me. And it's a personal decision. I did a party Saturday and this guy was chanting, playing R. Kelly song like you wouldn't believe, and I'm not doing it, and he tried to throw Michael Jackson in the mix, and everybody got offended by that, but for me personally, no, I have no intention on playing any of his music anymore. And he got great music, but it's not about the music. It goes beyond the music for me personally.
Now, Senny, I don't feel like playing R. Kelly. Interesting viewpoints.
How could
he
you
said
listen
he said it's a personal decision.
I don't know how you can listen to a song and
Step in the name of love.
And not think about it, like cheer and be happy though.
So
and the crazy part is his music is happy people, and if you listen to some of his signature songs, deal with things that just make you think, that it takes you back to what he has done.
Right.
So you can't be singing happy people and think about what he has done or step in the name of love, because he wasn't doing stuff in the name of love.
Right. And like the irony of it all.
Yo, it's all in wordplay.
Like, it just,
Exactly.
it is funny. It's crazy.
So,
Because you think about the craziness of this person.
so Jess, do you think that it's a total contradiction for all of us? Like, would this be the biggest contradiction in music in the world with black folks to sing these lyrics?
No, because you have people, you have those so-called ride or die peoples, and everybody's an individual, and they think differently about situations, But I think that the folks that who would still play his music or who support him, would probably think different if they had somebody close in that situation. It's like living in the hood, and you really don't feel the impact of something that happens in the hood till it hits home.
Right.
As soon as somebody that
No empathy.
dies or gets killed in the hood, it's like, okay, we gotta stop the gun violence. But the gun violence been going on. So sometimes it takes for it to hit home for it really to register or to make you think differently.
We do live in a polarized society. I say it each and every day. Now, good point, Jess. Good point. Harlem Zone, he DJs at the Apollo, one of the biggest groups on Facebook. One of the most well-respected DJs in the country, based in New Jersey. We love you, brother. My question to you is this now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now, here's the next question. Like DJ A, we just talked to A. Because of your beliefs and your personal choice in the matter of R. Kelly, what if someone hires you and say, yo, I need you to play all that R. Kelly? What are you doing then?
That depends on how the situation plays out. And I say that because I think that if we were pre-negotiating the party, I would probably turn it down. But if we were at the party itself and it became a request from a customer, even though I didn't like it, I would go through it.
Right. So he still stands with his principles, Senny, as far as this. Let's applaud Jess. Jesus Christ. You break it down so clearly. Yo, Jess, the happy people got me. He is absolutely right about that. Now, back in the day, DJs had crates albums, Senny, that they guarded with their lives. Right. Now a lot of now the music is on the top, the
flash drive, laptop, yeah, hard drives. Mm-hmm.
So you won't. Are you radical enough to delete the music of R. Kelly?
I don't have to go that far,
okay.
Because when you're talking about like having millions of songs in your library, it ain't gonna come across you. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not gonna pop up. It's not like I gotta go through something and it's gonna be like bam, and if it do, I'm moving too fast to worry about it.
Right.
Now
I don't need to do all that.
Now my co-host here, Senny J, was at my wedding, Jess, and she's not with the R. Kelly movement like you, right?
Okay. I mean, that's a personal. I'm not mad at her.
Yeah, no doubt. So for the last few years, since this R. Kelly, story has come up and everything that we've talked about, she's against R. Kelly. But at my wedding, the DJ Hot Sauce was slid in some of that two-step music and blended in one of them Happy People songs, right? Mm-hmm. She didn't even know it, Jess, and did 6.5 two-steps on the R. Kelly music before she realized she was dancing to R. Kelly.
Oh no, you can get caught up in it. Like, I mean, you can definitely get caught up in it in the sense that you're partying, it gets blended in, and you're doing this, and then all of a sudden on that, like you said, 6.5 to 7 step, you're like, wait a minute, I'm stepping in the name of who? You know what I mean?
Muscle memory.
Yeah, Jess, back to muscle memory. Say if you're DJing and you caught in the moment, just like with me, just like you I'm an artist like you. Like, I'll tell jokes and I'm in that moment, and in my head, I know that next joke that's coming, that next joke I'm 4 jokes ahead of people before they even know what's hit them. Right? But Jesse, would you get to that 7th song and know that R. Kelly gonna go good with this mix?
It wouldn't even cross my mind because I got so much music in my head.
Let's clap.
It wouldn't have
Yeah.
to.
That's what I'm saying. Too much music. Too much music.
There's no reason for it to go there.
Jesse, you sure that usually that joint you play and you go, you know what? If I smack him with this R right now.
No.
Okay.
But see, my mind would be thinking two things. One, I don't want it. Two, if I smack him with the R, will they smack me back with the no? You know?
Right.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Right.
So, in your household, is that the consensus in your household?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because
that's my consensus.
Okay, so Jesse, because it would be horrific throughout the nation today where you have people in relationships, Senny J, regardless of the status, boyfriend, girlfriend, living, baby father, married, all that. You probably have, there's probably a war going on now with R. Kelly lovers and people who are not R. Kelly lovers, sort of like the vax and the non-vax.
Oh, my God. I couldn't
This would be
imagine.
horrific right now, right, Jess? If a young lady love R. Kelly, but the husband don't want it played.
Let me tell you something. That young lady will get over it because R. Kelly can't pay nobody bills right now.
Right.
You know, I don't personally. I don't think it's that deep. You may have a discussion. You may disagree about it, but R. Kelly, whether you play him or not, is not going to disrupt households like that.
Oh, well, I respectively disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna play a tape when you get off the phone. Everybody, DJ Jess, Harlem Zone. Grown Folks 2020, one of the largest groups, urban.
Grown Folks Lounge 2020.
Grown Folks Lounge 2020, one of the largest groups on Facebook.
Again, everything that we talk about is debatable.
Hold on, Jess. They had Senny J and DJ Jess. They had, and I'm gonna play the video on the show in a minute. They had a few hundred people out there yesterday protesting in R. Kelly's favor, bro.
Wow.
So
I mean,
I don't know. You say it's not that date. I don't know, Jess.
200 people, 2,000 people is a different. Everybody got the loyalists. I don't care who you are, bro.
Let me put you in this scenario. What if your beloved wife? Let's just throw a scenario out there. What if your beloved wife is a hardcore R. Kelly fan? She ain't hearing none of this. She playing Step in the Name of Love while she making that breakfast in the morning while you hear the music upstairs and you come downstairs, you hear the Step for Love. How would you deal with that? On a hypothetical.
See, again, it's hypothetical. I mean, we would, like, me and my wife agree to disagree. And we express our sides of the point to the point where, okay, that's your opinion, that's my opinion. We keep it moving. Because there's going to be times when, you know, we just not going to see eye to eye. And I would hope that, you know, to me personally, you know, it never gets that far. Because, again, you're entitled to your opinion. And anybody who's out there still supporting R. Kelly, I'm not going to bash him. I'm not going to, you know, have anything negative to say, but that's your opinion. But I'm just giving you mine.
Senny, this man is clear and open-minded. Are you open-minded enough to not bash R. Kelly people or be judgmental towards them? You're a goddamn lie.
I'm judging you. That's what I'm saying. I'm judging you.
Oh.
If you're an R. Kelly supporter, I'm judging you. I'm looking at you side-eye, and I don't care.
Wow.
I'm judging you. How are you supporting this? How are you liking this? I'm judging. I'm going to prejudge you if you are a supporter of R. Kelly.
Okay, so Jess, what do you think about?
And I have no problem saying that.
Thank you for sharing, Jess. What do you think about folks that are almost radical?
I might be wrong, but that line of thinking on why you support him is foul.
Jess, what do you think about that? I think that's radical in a sense, but what do you think about that?
I think in the back of your mind, you do, you know, think about the person who's pushing that hard for him. Like, well, what have you done? Or what are you doing to justify, you know, his actions? You know what I mean? Especially, you know, it's different when you hear stuff. It's another thing when you actually get convicted and you see the evidence, you know. So when somebody supports that to that degree, it does make you, you know, question, you know, where they're coming from and why they feel that way, you know. And, like, how can you support somebody who, you know, who is a pedophile and doing the things that he's doing. You know what I mean?
So I guess the next virus is the R. Kelly virus.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
Jess.
We see
Jess,
it with the people that that supported Trump.
Right. So right.
What do we think about the people that do that?
Right.
Hello.
All right, Jess. Let's clap for Jess.
Hey.
Jess, where can everyone, and thank you so much for picking up the phone and calling. We definitely appreciate you, man, and thank you for your
You're very welcome,
interview.
bro.
Where before, Cindy, we're going to take a quick 30-second break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back, we'll shout out the room, and we'll talk about Kelly Price. Jess, where can everyone find you, my friend?
I am on social media. You can follow me at Apollo's own DJ Jess on IG, Facebook. Like Shawn and the team said, you can connect with me on my group, Grown Folks Lounge 2020 on Facebook, or you can like my fan page as Apollo's own DJ Jess, or catch me rocking out with Shawn Harvey from time to time and his morning crew. Appreciate you guys.
God bless you. We'll be right back. He rocks, bro.
Good morning.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny, Barbi.
Good morning, it's LaShawn. Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Let's
Hey,
clap. Let's clap for
LaShawn, morning.
LaShawn, Jesus Christ.
You feeling better?
All you've done, hold on, before you even start talking, all you've done with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team bowling, charity bowling event, you did such an amazing job, young lady.
Thank
and
you.
we, once again, for the 10,000th time, I want to say thank you. We had a great conversation yesterday, LaShawn. I'll give people information about that tomorrow, but I want to say thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
All right, God bless.
Senny, I'm feeling better. I just tripped over my chair and I fell, but I'm not broken. I'm just sore.
That's
These
right.
old bones are hurting.
Hey.
So I just wanted to touch real quick on R. Kelly because I want you to look at it from this perspective,
Just
Shawn.
don't use the word touching R. Kelly.
Listen.
That's not funny.
I can't even find that funny because
It's not.
this is R. Kelly, somebody that's in the limelight. He's a star, and this is what he's done. But us women look at it as though we go through this every day here without someone like, someone rich that has a profile that's doing this to kids. We women struggle with this for years, whether it's a family member, whether it's, a teacher, a goddamn, the pastor, whatever. Right. So to me, to still play his music, and you do get caught up when you hear the beat because his music is amazing. But you got to separate that. Me as a woman, I got to separate that and say, I have a daughter. I have nieces. I'm a mom. It's too hard. I think that whoever still plays his music is a slap in the face just saying that they don't care what's happening to the women. That's my opinion.
Well, there goes.
That's how I see it.
Wow.
And you have a daughter, so it could have been your daughter. It could have been my daughter. These are regular people out here. Whether they played a part in it, and like Senny said, if you know better, you do better. So I think you need to maybe look at it from our view.
Well,
and that's
Senny,
it.
I guess I won't be playing R. Kelly right now.
Or ever.
Or ever. I'm not going to play "Step in the Name of Love." Okay. LaShawn, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Senny, I thought the way you analyzed this was very fascinating to me as far as comparing the Trump supporters, and I mean with the non-vax and vax folks. I'm not judgmental to anyone. Senny can have that luxury. God bless you. Will you fall into judgmental zone? I would say almost on a radical situation, being radical about it.
Mm-hmm.
If someone still supports R. Kelly like Senny, Senny, thank you for your honesty.
They can do what they want.
But will you go into judgmental zone and judge these folks for supporting Mr. Step in the Name of Love?
I have family members, I have friends, I have, kids that have been through this, so I take it very seriously. So it bothers me. Um, I can't really I can't really, I don't really care what somebody next to me do.
Right.
I just know that I feel like it's wrong. I'm not going to not speak to you because you're playing R. Kelly and I'm not.
Okay.
I have went somewhere and, the music was feeling, the drinks were feeling nice. And I heard the music and I felt myself tapping my feet. I'm like, oh, I had to stop myself. So yes, you do get caught up. But when you look at it realistically, these young girls, young women, older women, we suffer. Because I'm going to stand by the woman. I'm a woman first. I'm a mother. I'm an aunt. And I am not going to support his music. I will never, ever play it. It will never be on my rotation, ever.
So now, Senny, I think thank you, LaShawn. I think people are leaning that way towards of never, ever supporting R. Kelly. Now, was you feeling this way before yesterday's decision of guilty, or do you feel this? Okay, all right.
And I think it also goes to, and you know what? And I felt this the deepest when I first heard about the Bill Cosby thing. When I first heard about it, because my mom was so adamant about it being true because of what her friend's daughter went through in therapy with dealing with this with Bill Cosby. And so I knew it was true because I had heard about, my mom had told me that story about Bill Cosby and my friends in it before any of this even came out.
Right.
So when that story broke, I was like, oh my God. I remember my mom told me. So, but I had that connection because I was watching like the reruns of the Cosby Show. Like I love that show so much. Yeah. But it taught me about really putting these people, or how much the media or these people that we put on a pedestal. And even like DJ A said, oh, well, you know how many other people are probably, yeah, you're right. There is so many people out there that even people that do great things that are probably in the dark, in the shadows, doing some of the sickest things, or probably have committed some of the heinous things that maybe we will never know about. Right. But that goes to show that we should not be putting anybody on a pedestal or putting anything past anybody.
Right. All right. So
and I don't.
LaShawn, we appreciate you. Thanks for sharing. I think that's the sentiment of what's going on today in this country after this verdict. I'd be very shocked, LaShawn Oliver, if the terrestrial radio stations, Senny J, are playing R. Kelly music today or anytime during the day or at night, party time. I would be shocked if that's the case. And all these music platforms, I don't think that they're playing that today. If they are, it would be very shocking to me. It would be fascinating to see if, LaShawn, if the almighty, like YouTube, take the music down. Because if that's the case, it's a wrap for this dude.
Maybe.
I think it's all by choice. If I go somewhere and they're playing the music, I'm not going to walk out. I'll sit down, but I'm not going to dance to it. If I acknowledge that that's what's playing, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to stop.
So, LaShawn, if you and your husband's on the dance floor and he's a little twisted and he's groping you a little bit, and it's been a minute.
He could grope me at home.
Excuse me. And y'all on the dance floor and he getting this dance on and y'all hear the song, y'all dancing to a song. And your husband is, he's sweating, he's holding you, he's feeling himself right now. He's enjoying his wife on the dance floor. And then all of a sudden that R. Kelly blend comes on. And that husband, he's still getting his dance on, Senny. You gonna push him aside and walk off the dance floor?
In all honesty, I can't even answer that question because he feels some way different because he has a daughter. So he kind of feels the way I feel.
Okay, if he didn't feel the way, let's put a scenario out there.
Yes, I would. I would grab his hand and say, "Let's go." Yes, I would. I would get off the floor, and when the next record come on, we'll go back on.
Okay, let's clap for him.
Yeah, that's right, LaShawn.
All right, LaShawn, feel better and stay away from chairs. Don't fall, please. If you don't mind.
Whatever, Shawn. I went down just like the bowling ball, slow.
And let's clap for LaShawn, because without her, and Deuce, It took
we
that.
wouldn't be anything.
It took that bowling ball 12 minutes to hit the pins, and when it did, all the pins fell in 3 minutes.
Bye.
That's why we were there at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Stop.
Bye.
Bye, LaShawn.
We're gonna take a quick break, but before we do that, and shout out to LaShawn Oliver.
You want me to do the story?
Hold
Or
on,
no?
hold on for you just.
Okay.
My beloved nephew.
You're gonna...
I don't give a damn about Kelly Price. I give a damn about my nephew right now. My beloved nephew, Lee Scott. God bless him. He's going to put up some fraudulent numbers in the group room yesterday, glorifying a score that we didn't know nothing about. From back in the day or whenever he started bowling or whenever that score was. Maybe it was when he was in Louisville, Kentucky or somewhere in Texas. We would never know. So putting up all your strikes and numbers from a board where I don't know where it's coming from was, you practice a lot of negligence with that, my beloved nephew. At least Avis Denise gave us pictures on the group room, Senny J, of her actually bowling. I need to see video of that too, young lady. But at least, Senny, did you see Avis Denise post on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team group? Go on back in there and scan it. You see this young lady actually in the lane, bowling and doing whatever she's doing. They're in a picture form. And then my beloved nephew, Lee Scott, want to get everyone riled up. Maybe he feel fancy, son, because his Cowboys won yesterday. And remember how our relationship started? I was trapped. Remember that time I trashed the Cowboys and he was mad as hell?
Right.
Because I don't give a damn about a Cowboy. But what you did yesterday in the group room, my friend, was not impressive to your uncle. Avis Denise is probably a better bowler than you. Because at least I saw a bowling ball. See, go in there and look at Avis Denise, Shawn Harvey Morning Show group. She has a picture of a bowling ball in her nails. And my beloved Lee Scott, my nephew, puts up a scoreboard like he's in Yankee Stadium. I posted in that group room, I said, go live, bro. You go live with everything else. You take the time and we want to see in the group room, you bowl. Avis Denise, that goes for the same for you, young lady. Because the reigning king of the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team bowler is Darryl Lyons. And Derek. And
Lord.
Big Mike and all these other guys. I love you to death, nephew, but don't you dare do that again, my friend. You're going to post scores from, who scores with those? We don't know who scores it was. We don't know how many strikes you had. Well, I don't see nothing.
Oh, Lord.
So I challenge, because I want everyone to be great. I challenge Avis Denise, who we love to death, and my beloved nephew, Lee Scott. We already know how we feel about him, and you know how I feel about you. Enough of this nonsense.
Oh, Lord.
Whenever you have the time, nephew, my beloved, you take your ass down to that bowling alley and you record it.
They just had a baby.
That is true.
He said he's going to go live on Friday.
Avis Denise, I call out on you, young lady. In your hectic and busy schedule.
She's out fighting DV.
I want you to take a DV break. Let a few of them pass away. It's okay. There's nothing you can do about that anyway. Go on to that bowling alley somewhere in Orangeburg, South Carolina, wherever you're from.
Wow.
There's some orange or strawberry burr, South Carolina.
Wow.
And I want you to record it as well.
I can't even believe what you just said.
Okay? We're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a 30-second break. And we're going to get into, I don't know what we're going to do. That break is literally 10 seconds. Hold on. Hold on. All right, we're back. Yeah, we're going to do the Kelly Price and then we shout out the room. Kelly, what's more fascinating, Kelly Price or Kelly's Price sister? Senny, what's the Kelly Price story? Is she still relevant?
This, first of all, I don't even know what this was. I'm actually very mad about it.
Continue.
And people that believed it, singer Kelly Price, she's broken her silence after her family said she was missing following her announcement she had contracted COVID-19. In a video interview with TMZ, the Grammy-nominated R&B and gospel singer said she almost didn't survive her bout with the virus. She said, at some point they lost me. I woke up some days later, a couple days later, and the first thing I remember is the team of doctors standing around me and asking me if I knew what year it was. When asked to clarify what she meant by they lost me, quote unquote, Price said, I died. Price first shared that she had tested positive for COVID on July 19th on her Instagram. She has not shared whether she is vaccinated. She said, I'm following doctor's orders. I'm quarantined, feeling really drained. That's what she wrote on her Instagram.
Right.
Splitting headache, but I'm not in the hospital. I'm grateful and expecting to have a quick recovery. Hashtag God is a healer. The singer then appeared to drop out of sight. And according to authorities in Cobb County, Georgia, confirmed that a missing person report had been filed. Her sister, Shinray Price, went public with a plea for her to contact concerned family members so they could physically see her. The singer's attorney, Monica Ewing, told media outlets that Price was not missing, but just recuperating. However, even though her attorney had said that she was recuperating, she was still on the National Persons Missing Registry. In the video that she sent to TMZ, Price said that she had COVID for about a week at home with her husband taking care of her before he also tested positive right before he was rushed to the hospital with worsening symptoms, including a fever of 103 degrees.
Right.
She said she was released from the hospital with an oxygen tank because of the shortage of beds, and for the next 4 weeks had healthcare workers visit her at home. People were definitely seeing me, she said. The people that could actually say something are not allowed to because of HIPAA. She said she received her first negative COVID test about a week ago. She also said that she is now a long hauler, which refers to those who continue to have lingering complications from COVID and is facing a very uphill battle right now. She addressed the issue with her sister, saying that she had not been in contact with her for some time, alluding to the fact that she doesn't really speak to her sister like that. Kelly went on to go on her Instagram and say, thank you for your love, concern, and prayers. I truly appreciate them and all of you who sincerely did them. They are not lost on me, I promise. I'm going back into solace and silence. I'm going back into solace and silence where I can put first things first, and that is to be restored, to be healthy, and to be whole. Love, Kelly. Kelly.
Hold on, wait. Can you say neighbor-ish? Okay, the woman caught COVID. Half the whole world has COVID. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, it's what it is. It's a virus out here. But for the sister to jump out the window and go on social media and embarrass the whole... What is the relationship with her and her sister?
Supposedly... they don't even have a relationship.
What?
They don't even really. And then the sister, then supposedly when the attorney came out, or when there was like another statement on Kelly's Instagram, the sister went back out saying, I don't want to hear about that until we hear from Kelly. And then her kids came out.
Who kids?
Kelly's kids.
Yeah.
Said that they heard from her. And her husband, then her sister was saying how her husband was always speaking for her and how she didn't trust the husband, alluding to her sister was like doing lives on Instagram talking about how the husband is shady.
Oh my God.
But at the end of the day, when has a celebrity ever gone missing? Like, when has there ever been a celebrity, quote unquote, missing? So who was believing this crap?
The sister obviously has mental issues. There's something wrong with this one. What's her name? Shanay? What was it?
Shanray.
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 Shut your mouth. Your sister is the superstar, not you. You want to just ride on her glory and her fame? Go on out there and make some songs. Shut up. You're embarrassing the whole family. The woman is a notable person. She got sick. She was in the hospital. She's doing everything normal that people do when they're sick. But you, again, we talked about a polarized society. You can't shut your fat face and your big mouth. You can't shut your collard green mouth up. And you got to go live. Some people should not go live on the social media. And you embarrass your whole family. But most importantly, you embarrass yourself because you're pathetic. And you're stupid. And you have sat there while people are out here either dying from COVID, sick from COVID, people are losing their jobs from COVID. The country is divided with this virus. And you're going to sit out there like you're the authorities and say, hey, my sister's missing. She's not missing. She's just not effing with you. Yeah, she's missing from you. Shan Ray.
Right.
She don't want to be around you. And I would probably assume the other rest of the family, because they don't cut your ass off. I wouldn't be surprised if you and your sister and all the others are not mutual friends on any social media platform because you're stupid. Because you don't know how to shut your mouth. Because your sister is sick and recovering from COVID and you got to go live on Facebook. That's like when people pass away and they post on social media that this person has passed, the family don't even know it. And half the time the people are not even dead yet. It's the same thing. You have no respect for your sister and the family, Shawn Ray.
But also, I mean,
shut your mouth, bro.
Something should be said for Kelly though,
let me see what she look like. Shawn Ray.
And Kelly let this play out though for a few days. Like
you just said in the story that the people that with the HIPAA laws and her family, everybody knew where she was.
Well,
you just said that.
But she let it. But this was over a course of like 2-3 days. She was on the National Missing Persons Registry
because her dumbass sister did it.
Yeah, actually, I don't even know how she was able to get on there.
How can Shan Ray do this?
Shan Ray
Kelly,
Price?
how can you do this? Shan Ray?
Oh, Lord.
Who's smashing you? You can't shut your mouth for nothing.
My thing is
Shan Ray.
My thing is I think Kelly should have said something a little sooner as well.
Why? Why?
Because
she doesn't have to please her sister.
You're telling me Kelly does not see her phone blowing up saying that she's missing.
This is Shan Ray. I will chop my penis off first before I even look at you. What the? You can't shut your big. Look at you. My God.
I don't know.
I will chop my penis off for the rest of my life if I had to deal with you.
I think it was a culmination of
Shut
things.
your mouth.
I think it was the sister. I think it was Kelly.
Look at you. You got this blonde hair. You looking crazy in these streets.
I think Kelly was doing a lackadaisical way of going about telling everybody that she was okay when she could have just easily did it Instagram.
Shawn Ray, call up his station right now, 570-982-6950, so I could tear your ass up.
I think it was a publicity stunt.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying. You're not your sister.
Oh, okay. You think it was Shan Ray's publicity stunt?
Yeah, because Shan Ray wanted to get her whack-ass album out.
No boundaries.
That's the album?
I think so, yeah.
See? That's what this is all about.
Let me look at her thing.
You disgust me, Shan Ray.
Stop saying her name.
Shan Ray Kelly, you disgust me. Nobody want to listen to your whack-ass albums.
Kelly Price is a mess.
With your big face.
I'm mad at Kelly, too, though.
Don't be mad at Kelly. Be mad at Shan Ray.
Why?
Because she's opening up her big mouth and sharing her sister's business on social media on a live feed. Kelly Price, cut your sister off immediately.
Oh, look at this. Dropping tomorrow on all digital
See?
platforms.
See?
Check out new single coming from Shawn Ray, Cherie Price.
There you go. And y'all always say Harvey don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Come check out her single, Closer to Me. Came out 4 days ago.
Nobody want to get close to that square box face of yours, lady.
Is that when Kelly went missing?
Nobody's buying your whack-ass album.
Closer to Me. It's available on all streaming platforms.
Closer to your face. What is wrong with you?
She's also doing a virtual showcase tonight.
Your father's Cornelius.
She's doing it on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
They should ban your face.
Yo, Shawn Ray.
That's what this is about.
Come on.
I said it.
Come on, girl.
Without even knowing that this woman probably had an album or some underlying motive, we just found out. Shawn Ray. I hate you. Call in. I dare you. 570-982-6950. You a piece of crap doing this to your sister.
Yo, people on her comments talking about something ain't adding up.
Yo, Any Styles.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, sir. Sir, you're on the. I'm calling you. I'm calling you from the air. You on the radio. Thousands of folks are listening.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Hold on a second. Before we get back to Shawn Ray, DJ Any Styles, who I love to death. This is my guy, man, from the Bronx, New York. We talked in a few before we shout out the room, Senny. We didn't do that yet, right?
No.
All right. Everybody, my man DJ Any Styles, Bronx, New York, the party mover. This dude is legit straight. When he touched the ones and twos, it's a wrap. We talked about the R. Kelly verdict, my friend, and here on the consistency of the show, like I usually play Step in the Name of Love as a joke, and I can't even play that today because everybody's like, Shawn, if you play it, we're going to hate you too, right? Have you two-part questions, my friends, and but first of all, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing excellent.
Good. Congratulations, too, on your engagement, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Have you been playing R. Kelly music anyway? This is one question, two parts. Have you been playing all the R. Kelly music anyway? And since hold on. And since yesterday's guilty verdict, are you going to continue to play it or not?
Yes, I will continue to play it. Because so for me, the music is not the person. The person did whatever they did, but the music is still good music. But it is played sparingly because I am sensitive to how other people feel. So especially on a private event, I ask them prior, do you want R. Kelly music played?
Now hold on a second, Senny. He said something that you would agree with. He said, forget about whether if the customer said play it or not. He's being proactive and saying, Senny, when he gets to the party or whatever, hey guys, do you want me to play the R. Kelly music? If not, then we're good. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, indeed.
Just don't play it. I bet nobody would even bring it up. Don't even.
Any Styles really good. Senny, Any
Don't
Styles.
even have it in the mix.
Senny, Any Styles.
Take it out the mix.
Senny, Any Styles can move the crowd, bro.
Exactly, and I'm sure he can move it with anything.
I know he
and
can.
You don't have to have R. Kelly.
So
No, you can move use other records, but at the same time, I still like the records.
Oh, right.
How, sir? How,
Senny, he has his right. He likes to be Step in the Name of Love, right, Pimp? So right,
he got hit after hit after hit after hit. Nobody crucified. Everybody felt Michael Jackson did whatever. They didn't say stop playing Michael Jackson records.
Now, again, we have both spectrums, both sides of the spectrums with this, Senny J. You have some DJs. There's a few DJs that said, Any Styles, that said they're not going to play the music. And there was a few DJs that said they will, including yourself. So right now, Senny, we're at 50-50 right now with the DJs that we spoke to or were in the room already today. Any Styles is playing that music. Now, of course, Any Styles, if someone hires you and say, don't play the R. Kelly music, you're going to yield to that, right?
Yes, I did that a couple of weeks ago.
What happened?
And I am not. Before I played it,
I already went because, like I said, I have a repeated customer, but we were doing a different type of event. So I said to Eleanor, even if ain't nothing but the line, are we doing R. Kelly? She said, no. Okay, no problem.
Well, Senny, see, that's fair. That's fair, Senny. I mean, Senny, that's fair.
I mean, I guess, but
He went into the party and go, yo, do you want the R. Kelly or not? And they like, don't play. And he's like, cool. Senny.
I just don't think it should be played at all. I don't think it should be an option.
How do you feel about the man? Like the DJ Jess said, it's a personal decision for him. There's a lot of people that say that they have children, they have daughters. LaShawn Oliver said, there's the daughters, the aunt, the mother factor in this man and his behavior as a sexual predator. So that doesn't play that doesn't matter to you. Any Styles?
Oh, yeah, no, because at the end of the day is, like I said, for me, music is one thing, who he was as a person is another. Okay. That's like, there's if we go into that, there's plenty of other that can be called out, and that's done some bad things, but we don't crucify them and don't play their music.
Well, that was Senny had made that point as well. All right, well, sir.
But when we know better, we should do better, sir.
So how do you feel about that, Any Styles? If we know better, we should do better. How you feel about that?
No, well, like I said, once again, I love the music. And the music, to me, they're two separate things to me.
Right. And Senny, you got to understand that there are people who in this country.
I don't understand
But there's people in this country.
I don't understand how you can't
But Senny,
separate
there
the
are
two.
people in this country and their mindsets feel that way. It's just it's just what it is. And he is going to
listen to Mike. Does she still play Michael? Do you still listen to Michael Jackson and play Michael Jackson?
The people that came forward against Michael Jackson all recanted their stories. He was not convicted of anything.
Before Kelly
think that was money? You think that was
convicted.
money and influence on the part of Michael Jackson? Years later, they even said that it wasn't true what they were saying.
We could run with the Michael Jackson thing all day. Whether if he wasn't convicted, Senny's right, but we could, folks can run with that all day. It's a personal choice. He said that he's gonna play music. He loves hearing the music, and he's separating the person from the music, and people feel that way. Now, Any Styles?
Yes, sir.
Where can they find you, bro? I appreciate you calling, man.
Yes, no problem. No doubt.
Y'all gotta hire Any Styles, man. He ain't gonna play the art music. This dude will get you on the floor. Where can they find you, bro?
Hold on. I gotta take this call real quick. Hold on. I'm at the place.
All right, Senny, he's gotta take the call.
Yes, sir. How you doing? Right. Just hold on 1 second. Yes. Star DJs, the number 5 Star DJs NYC on the gram.
Say that one more time.
The number 5 STAR DJs NYC on the Instagram.
God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
I'll reach out to you.
Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day.
Well, Senny.
And who's playing? And when's the last time y'all been to the club and anybody was playing Michael Jackson anyway to even have a problem with it? Nobody's playing Michael Jackson, so that's a mute point anyway. Please, people just want to have an excuse to be ignorant. So
Senny, don't say that.
It's true.
Why would you use the word? See, being judgmental, Senny.
Because at the end of the day, you can't sit here and glorify
Senny, he said
people
some people
for doing stuff. When
But Senny, some
where it comes from is a bad place. You can't say that.
But some people are saying
It's
that
just an
they're
excuse.
separating.
You can't do that.
It
doesn't. You can't do that.
Wow, they can't do that. They don't.
No.
They don't have that choice
the
to do it.
government did it. The government did it. Tell that to Judge Donnelly, who's gonna sentence him on May 4th.
Well, we're gonna
see if he talks about his musical genius when he's sentencing that ass.
No doubt about it. But there are some people who feel that way, and it's amazing. They can separate the two, and even if they have daughters or nieces and nephews, they still can separate that.
Okay, yeah,
and
tell that to the Trumpers.
And
as well.
that's amazing to me. But yeah, that's what. All right, City, guess what? We gonna show the chat. Did we shout out the chat room, City?
No, we did not.
Okay, so let's do that before we get out of it. We're gonna, we have a story too, and then we're gonna get on out of here. We're gonna show the chat room some love, please, guys. Like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. These shout outs should be sponsored by Comedy World Net Radio and Comedy Cloud. Put your hearts in the chat room, and we're gonna show you guys some love right now. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at?
In the chat room, where the hearts at?
Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come
Turn
on.
down for what?
Where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come
Turn
on.
down for what? Where the
Hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come
Turn
on.
down for what? For what?
For
For
what?
what? For what? Turn down for what? Hey.
One
for
more
what?
time, Senny.
Hey.
We're gonna show some love.
Hey.
Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey,
Where the hearts at? In the chat room.
where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room.
Where the hearts at?
Let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at?
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at?
Where the hearts at?
Oh, where the hearts? Come
Turn
on.
down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts? Come
Turn
on.
down for what?
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 Hey. For what?
Hey.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it just makes me want to look up Little John now.
Oh.
Make sure he's not involved in anything.
Well, there you go.
These people can't do nothing anymore.
Yeah, can't even get a
Everybody's
DJ.
out here
Can't
nasty,
even sing a song without
crazy.
touching nobody.
Exactly.
All right, LaShawn Oliver, I'm not gonna play no R. Kelly. Jesus Christ.
Shout out to
It's so fun. Trying to take my funny away, bro.
Shout out to Barbi Cologne. Hey, girl. Where you at? Shout out to you.
God bless.
Shout out to Vanetta George. Hey, Vanetta.
God bless
What's going on?
God bless.
Shout out to Della Andrews. Hey, Della. Good morning.
God
Good
bless.
to see you.
God bless.
Shout out to Shonda Logan's sister Soldier. What's going on?
All right.
Shout out to LaShawn Oliver. Hey, girl. Thanks for calling in today.
Just kicking some ass today.
Yes. Shout out to Natalie Wright. Hey, Natalie. Did you hear me? Natalie Wright. Hey, Natalie. Good morning. How are you? Shout out to DJ A. Thanks so much for taking our call this morning. Shout out to you. Shout out to Derek Lawson. Hey, Derek. What's going on?
Did you make that left turn, brother?
You were able to make that left this morning. Shout out to
Fresh room break king.
shout out to Derek Evans. Hey, Derek Evans. What's going on? Shout out to Marita Chocolate Thunder Simmons. Hey, Marita, what's going on? Shout out to LaShawn Haynes Jones. Hey, LaShawn, what's going on? Shout out to Tara Lee. Hey, T, what's going on? Tara and Trev in his house. Shout out to D-Lo Mathis. Hey, D-Lo, what's going on, girl? Shout out to Alan Suave McAllister. Hey, Alan. Good morning. Shout out to Avis Denise. Hey, Avis. Shout out to you. And those nails are fierce.
I was talking about you earlier, Avis. I don't know if he was in the channel.
Shout out to Joe Allen Lewis. Hey, Joe. What's going on?
Are y'all still together?
How's everything with the wedding prep?
Call in, bro. Are you paying R. Kelly at your wedding?
I don't even know if I can go with the vaccine.
That's right.
What up to Rel Holla? What up, Rel? What's going on? Shout out to Lynette Serrano. Hey, Lynette.
Pour her tea, please.
Let me pour this tea for you.
God bless you, Lynette.
Shout out to you. I know you're not listening to any R. Kelly. Shout out to Marcus, Mr. One Emoji, who surprisingly
What?
is R. Kelly's.
What?
He gonna listen to it.
Okay.
He don't care.
See?
Whatever.
And Senny, again, people feel that way. It's nothing. It's nothing you can do. It's
Wow.
People feel that way. He's,
Wow.
he's going to listen to it. He's going to step in the name of love. It's not going, and it's
Surprising.
not going to interrupt his day. Are you happy? That's why I said, like, people like Senny and others, we don't want to put it in a vax, non-vax, Trump or no Trump supported thing. Let's kind of stay away from that if we can. I want to preach some harmony here.
You can't.
In my elderly age.
You can't.
Okay.
Shout out. I'm going to get a doormat made.
Where? What's it going to say? Harmony, peace, and love?
If you want to step in the name of love, don't step in here. Ooh, I'm going to coin that. I bet you I'm going to sell out. Shout out to Julius Galashaw. Hey, Julius, what's going on? Shout out to you. Shout out to Diane Hall. I said
Diane Hall.
Hey, Diane. How
What's
are
going
you?
on, Diane, over there?
Shout out to Sonia Murray. Hey, Sonia.
God bless these folks.
How are you?
God bless all these folks.
Shout out to Lee Scott. Hey, Lee.
What Lee said about me with that whole bowling thing.
I just got. Is that why you guys named your daughter Alina? Because Lee is in there. That is so cute.
I think so.
Right. Shout out to the Godfather of Solar, Tracy Ray. Hey, the Godfather, what's going on? Are you listening to R. Kelly?
Are you stepping into the name of love?
Don't disappoint me now.
Come on, Senny. Even
Put
if
it
he
in the
was,
chat room.
even if he was, you're not gonna be
Yeah,
his
because
friend.
I already said I'm judging. So put it in the
Senny,
chat
you
room
just
so I
can't-
can
that's-
know the real you.
That's not fair.
Shout out to Nicole Harris. Hey, Nicole, what's going on? Shout out to Nicole. You're a healthcare worker, you said? I know
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the only
teachers-
story we're gonna do.
I think tomorrow
I think it's
going
today.
to court.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that. That's gonna be our last story, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Rock Keen. Hey, Rock. How are you?
What's
Good
up, bro?
morning.
What's up, brother?
Shout out to DJ Rome Oates. Hey, DJ Rome. What's
Rome,
going
R.
on?
Kelly, yes or no? Let me call Rome. Let me see.
He doesn't have time to talk to you. What's going on, DJ Rome? Shout out to Ralph Hollis said no R. Kelly, no Tekashi 6ix9ine. I never even listened to Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's crazy. Shout out to
What the hell is wrong with you listening to that guy? you stop. You too old for that, bro.
Yeah, he said no Tekashi 6ix9ine. Is he still putting out music? I haven't even heard anything from him. Shout out to Prentice Cox. Good morning, Mr. Robinson. Shout out to you. I hope you're having a great day. Shout out to I think that's everybody actually. I said LaShawn Brown Oliver, Marita. Yep, I think that's Sharon. Shout out to Sharon Campbell. Hey Sharon, how are you? Where's our chat room member of the week? Shout out to Jobina Williams. Hey girl.
Because you're the chat room member of the week. Hey, because you're the chat room member of the week, Jamo.
She's not in here, but hopefully she comes in here. So shout out to all of you guys. We want to make sure that you stay connected to us on social media. The Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team, which is the page we're broadcasting off of right now. We have a group page that's on Facebook, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group. Make sure you join that, add friends. We're at 4,900 people. Let's break through to 5,000 before the end of the year. We can do it. We're also on YouTube. Shout out to Tanya Lynette over there holding it down. Make sure you guys subscribe to us over there. We're also on Comedy World Net. Make sure you guys like this video and throw it on your wall. We truly appreciate it. We like it. So you guys make sure you do that. And also you guys can be a star baller. Make sure you can click on the star icon that's at the bottom of the screen next to the comment box. You can click on there, and Facebook will take you through the prompts to donate stars to us. There's actually a discount package going on the stars package right now, so you guys can take advantage of that, and you can send them to us anytime we are live. And you can also donate directly to us through our Cash App at $S Harvey Morning Show. It goes to help keep the lights on. We appreciate it.
God bless you, Senny. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Hey, guys, don't forget Sunday, October the 17th at the Iron Mule, Senny J, we have Rob Stapleton And Will Trax in the building. New York King of Comedy, Comedy Central, HBO Def Jam, BET's Comedy Review, Bad Boys of Comedy, executive producer and star of the movie The Stuff. Rob Stapleton will be in the building October the 17th, Sunday at the IMU, 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. Doors open up at 5 p.m. Showtime 6, guys. Soon as Rob drops the mic, guess what? Will Trax picks it up, and he's going to host the after party. We got 2 major birthday parties already. Get your tickets. You can see me, Shawn Harvey. You can call 570-982-6950. Cash App Hard Funny to get your tickets. Come on out. Let's have a great time. Rob Stapleton, Will Trax, IMU, Sunday, October the 17th at the IMU, 831 South Delaware Drive. Let's get our laugh on. Let's get our party on. DJ Hot Sauce on the ones and twos. Hosted by your boy, Shawn Harvey. Let's go. Also, Ultimate Soul Escape 2022, The Experience Antigua, the Takeover. Yeah. Antigua Takeover. We took over the whole resort, guys. This is serious. This is July 21st through the 25th, 2022. Rooms are going fast. Come on, rooms are going fast already. Please come on now. You can see me. Come on, sit down for a second. You can sit down for a second. You can come and you can see me, or we'll put the information in the group room. Sit there. The camera's on. Sit down. The camera's on. You can see me, Shawn Harvey, comedian Shawn Harvey. Ultimate Soul Escape 2022, July 21st through the 25th. The Experience Antigua Takeover. They're already up to 100 people already. Guys, senior deposits, so come on now. All right, so what we'll do real quick, Senny, before we get out of here, we definitely appreciate everything that you do here. We are so glad that everybody is listening right now. Shelby Lawson, Shelby PA just walked in. Shelby, just sit with us for a minute if you don't mind. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do front page news. Senny J, we are in the building. Everybody, Shelby, look at that middle camera and wave at everybody. That middle one, no, that one right there. That's right, wave at them. That's front page news, y'all, with Senny J. Hey, front page news. Why? S to the E, double N-Y, and you can't deny, ha. She got the front page news, y'all. She got the facts, y'all. She's not the whack, y'all. That's Senny J, hey. S to the E, double N-Y, and she always look fly, and you can't deny. Okay, front page news. All right. Shelby, put the headphones on. Everybody, Shelby Lawson's here.
Hey, Shelby.
I ain't mean to just have, Shelby came in just to say hello, and I just come and sit down, Shelby, because I got to use the bathroom anyway. Senny, go ahead with that story so we can get out of here.
Yes. Yes, you guys, I do have some front page news for you. Let me just get to my story really quick. These teachers out here, well, actually, the first story that I have for you is that the teachers are going to not have to require their mandate. Oh my gosh, hold on with me 1 second. It keeps freezing on me. Hey, Shelby, how are you doing this morning?
I'm wonderful. How are you? I was not prepared for
this. No, that's fine. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, you guys. It's not coming up for me. Okay, I'm just going to go with another story that I have here then, because it's not coming up. That's what Shawn would say. He'd say, Senny J, you're not ready with your story. And I'd say, I know. It was up with me, but then I had another one on here. The other story that I have, the tens of thousands of shipping containers are actually stuck off the coast of Southern California as the ports operate below capacity, which is probably why a lot of things are waiting on the shores. A lot of people have not been able to get their stuff, and they've been upset about it. The largest port in the U.S. faces a near record.
What was the first story?
The first story was the one about the teachers, but it wasn't coming up for me.
Well, it haven't came up for you since last October.
So I just went to my next story. I'm talking about the port off the port of California.
Hold on. You haven't been in a port since last October. Hold on a second. Shelby.
It is too early.
Everybody, Shelby Lawson's here. Shelby, one more time, wave at that middle camera. Shelby, so just real quick before we go into the teachers thing. So the consensus today, this morning with the group is, R. Kelly verdict came down yesterday, guilty, and they're waiting for his date. And the DJs called in, and interestingly, it's 50-50 split with the DJs as far as playing the music at a party. Right? And the DJs all agreed that if a person hired them and they said don't play no R. Kelly, they will yield to that. But if no one says anything, the two said they were gonna play it. The other two said they're not. Young and said he's not playing it at all. The other DJ just said for personal reasons he's not paying, and the other two said they will. Are you have you been stepping to the name of love? Because Senny J Senny was no R. Kelly, right? But at my wedding in the backyard of the house, DJ Hot slid in some of that R. Kelly.
And she was dancing.
Yeah, she did 6 2-steps, and then she bailed out because she was like, yeah, she got mad. My question to you is this: will you continue? Are you listening to R. Kelly music? And the second part of that question is, if you are you still going to listen to the music?
I stopped listening to R. Kelly a long time ago because I'm the mother of a daughter.
Right.
And she's cute. And we and we lived outside Chicago for 6 years.
Interesting.
Before we moved here. And so some of that stuff was going on then with these young girls. So I don't support R. Kelly. He's impacted a lot of families. And I just can't, in good conscience, support him. Artistically, he's fantastic. I support artists. I don't support his actions and how he's impacted the black community.
It's interesting that you say that, Ella, because y'all went on my rant earlier, and I blamed a lot of folks from Chicago.
Absolutely. Some of these, I agree with you. Some of the parents wanted their and most of his victims were lower income girls from families that really were trying to grow in the industry, and they looked up to him for support, just like a young DJ, however you start, comedian, coming under you, and then you took advantage of that position. They should lock you up too.
Right, and I totally agree with you. I'm not going to play no R. Kelly music, but I do get it's the same. LaShawn Oliver had to echo the same sentiment. She talked about what you're talking about. Like you have daughters, and she's an aunt. She says she's a mother, and all this, and we have to represent the young women, African American women, you're right, and low income women. We talked about that before you came in, to not be involved in this movement. Now you do have people, Shelby, before we finish, we'll let folks know where they can find you. Shelby, there are people who, like DJ Any Styles called, he separates the two. He says, hey, his personal has nothing to do with the music. I'm still paying the music because it's personal. I personally have a conflict with it. I don't think I'm going to play any R. Kelly music. Right. I follow along with DJ Jesse. He said it's a personal decision, which I feel as well. Right. But how do you feel about people who separate the person from the music? Because Senny said this. She's in judgmental wrong. Senny says she's judging everybody. if they're R. Kelly, yeah, she's judging, which is cool. That's her right. What do you feel about the people who separate the music from the person and still can dance to it?
We're all entitled to our own opinions and our own judgments and our own moral standards, but I just cannot, in good conscience, do it. And if that's what you choose to do, good for you. But don't try to talk mess because I say, no, I will not dance to his music. I won't support him in any way.
Now, if you and your husband's at a get-together at a backyard party and it's going down and the DJ's playing some music and the music is rocking and your husband's actually groping on you and talking, he's like, he's feeling you right now. Right. And the DJ's rocking. And then here come that R. Kelly. Here come that Step for Love or that Happy People. LaShawn Brown Oliver said that she's grabbing her husband's arm, practically ripping it off and sitting down. Yeah. What would you do?
I would sit down.
Okay.
I just cannot. We all have a platform, and no matter how big or how small it is, people are watching your actions. And if I am in a space where I'm supporting someone like an R. Kelly, and I have a platform, people are going to look at me and judge me on that as well. Just like they're judging him, they're going to judge me on supporting him. And I don't want that in my life.
Interesting. Senny, everybody, let's clap Shelby. Shelby's here. We wouldn't be here without Shelby, but that's another story. No, we wouldn't. No. Now, Senny, back to the before we go, we're gonna get out of here. So, back to the first story. What's going on with the nurses and the healthcare workers in New York City?
Well, this wasn't the healthcare work. This was the teachers, because they're waiting on the healthcare workers. There was another thing with the teachers. What's
going on with the teachers?
Well, the teachers, because in August, Mayor Bill de Blasio announced that all Department of Education employees would need at least one dose of the vaccine by September 27th. So it was actually running in conjunction with the healthcare workers, which were actually supposed to be yesterday, right?
Yeah.
But on Friday, there was an injunction that prevented the mandate from being enforced until the court reviewed and approved it, because they were saying that they have to allow for religious exemption. A federal appeals panel ruled Monday that New York City's vaccine mandate for adults working in public schools can proceed, reversing the temporary injunction that was issued just on Friday. However, a federal appeals court is set to hear a challenge tomorrow on Wednesday to the vaccine mandate planned for New York City employees. The vaccine mandate was set to begin on Monday, prompting concerns over staffing shortages in schools across the nation's largest school system. But a judge, like I said, they had blocked it. So on Wednesday, federally, I guess we're going to see what's going to happen. But on the state level, they said that it can go.
Yeah. So who runs everything? What's the True Power? The True Power is in the court, in the feds. They 10-year terms minimum, even on the local level, and lifetimes on the Fed. The day of reckoning is coming, my friends. I've been saying this for the longest. Has nothing to do with vax or non-vax. You know where I stand. I took the Johnson & Johnson before the blood clots. Thank God for Jesus. We knew that in the workplace, if you thought that you was going to sit there and go about your way and not have the pressure of being vaccinated, you were truly mistaken, unfortunately. And I sympathize. I sympathize with people who love their professions that are put into a situation like this where you're either going to get vaccinated or you're going to get the hell out of here, because that's basically what they're doing. Because it came from the top. Pause, Shelby. President Joe Biden went to the podium a few months ago and said all the Fed workers were going to have to get vaccinated, and he didn't give a damn. And you knew it was going to trickle down. It was going to trickle down. And thank God in this country you have the right to sue, and they have been suing. The New York State court upheld the decision. Now it goes to the feds. And Shelby, I sympathize. You talk about this is a person, I'm vaccinated. And I sympathize with the people who are non-vax, who don't want to get vaccinated. I get it. But you still work for somebody. And in these healthcare industry, Shelby, these nurses and doctors, even the janitor guy, they got licensed to do this, to work in these hospitals, and they took an oath.
You know, I used to be in the healthcare profession.
How you feel about this then? Talk close to the mic.
Listen, it was required for us to have our flu shots unless we had documentation for exemption, and it's just another part of your career choice.
Now, the choice is, though, Shelby, you can, and Senny and I, we fight about it a lot, but you have a choice. You don't have to get vaccinated. You can move on to different industries, start your own bit, whatever. You can do that.
But most people can't. They're not equipped to start.
I understand, and that's why I sympathize.
I do too.
That's why I sympathize. But the employer, and this is not a union thing. Right. Yo, we're going to go to union rep. Right. This has nothing to do with the union. Right. The employer is saying, yo, this is what needs to be done to work here.
Listen, if I were to employ someone here, you have to be vaccinated. Senny couldn't work for me.
Right. As an employer.
Listen, there are certain things that you have to do to be employed for someone else.
Right.
And if you cannot follow the protocol, then you look for something else or start your own business.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny, Barbi.
Good morning. I'm just happy to be here.
All right, clap. It's Rel.
Hey, Rel.
Listen, Rel, you disturb everybody. Shelby Lawson says she's gonna talk about her business real quick before we get out of here. Rel, it's very disturbing that you're listening to that other guy. Senny, what's that other
No,
rapper
I don't listen. I never listen to him.
Senny, what's the guy's name?
Tekashi 6ix9ine. I never listened to Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Okay.
I thought his music was trash.
Okay.
R. Kelly, I stopped listening to R. Kelly when I saw the documentary, and I got more information, because up until that point, everything was speculation, right? I didn't know what's true, what's not true, right? But when I saw that documentary, I said, "Oh no, I can never listen to this man again."
Right.
I can't even listen to Best of Both Worlds.
Oh.
Because and Jay-Z's my favorite artist.
But Rel, do you think that the artists have to go far enough to? Because Senny said in the beginning of the story that they were major artists, including Jay-Z and the young rapper from Chicago, Chance, right, Senny? Yeah. That apologized for working with him prior.
Yeah. Why
Should
would
you
they
say
be
they apologize?
apologizing?
They didn't know.
The only contradictory part with Jay-Z, and the only thing that is because even Dame Dash said he didn't have no parts of Best of Both Worlds 1 and 2 because he already knew, because of his relationship with Aaliyah, he already knew about R. Kelly before anything came out. You understand? So Dame Dash said, he said, if you look at the credits, he said, I'm not on either album. Yeah, he said, I'm not on either album. I'm not on either of Best of Both Worlds because...
Hold on a second. Shelby, let me ask you this question. If you had somebody that worked for you as an employer and they had, like, say R. Kelly worked for you.
Okay.
And all this came out.
Mm-hmm.
Would you apologize to your customers that this person was working for you?
No.
Rel, would you apologize if you was on the Best of Both Worlds? Would you apologize to your fan base for working with him? Because Shelby says no, I wouldn't apologize.
Especially if I didn't know.
Rel, what would you
as
do?
an employee, you don't know what they're doing outside work.
Yeah, you don't know what people are doing on their own private life.
So hold on. So Shelby, and I'll ask you, Rel, the same thing. You know how sometimes, unfortunately, parents, their children kill somebody or they're murders and all that, and the parents feel guilty for it. And sometimes parents are apologetic for their children's behavior.
Right.
And they had nothing to do with this child. As far as the act.
Level. I think that's a different level. I think as parent to parent, they're trying to comfort those parents in some way. Apologizing for working with R. Kelly is not comforting anybody. You're just trying to make it look good by apologizing for working with him. You already got paid for working with him, so why are you apologizing? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, the money for them.
So, Rel, what do you think about that? Because there's a whole different element. Right? I know I'm going to the extreme with it with parents and what their kids do, and parents apologize and feel in a certain way. Why would these artists Senny said that these artists should apologize. She said that clearly. Bro, would you apologize to your fan base if you work with R. Kelly?
No, because unless if I knew if either you didn't know or you knew, and either way, if you knew, the prick, and if you didn't know, it's not. How would you? How could you know?
Senny, why should all these artists apologize for working with R. Kelly?
Because just contributing to the fact of what he was doing, like contributing to his empire. Like, I'm sorry that I didn't know what was going on and to what he was doing. If me making music with him triggered you in any way, that's not what I was trying to do. I didn't know anything that was going on.
So if you didn't know what was
Sorry
going
about
on,
it.
why are you apologizing?
Cause I'm just want to cover all my bases. Sorry about that.
I mean, that's like everybody
Sid.
that was on. That's like everybody that was on Trump's show got to apologize for being on his show.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't know. People that because it's like sometimes you're guilty by association. So I may have done something to affect just by being friends or being around other people. You don't know. Sometimes I might have indirectly affected what happened to you. So if that happened, I'm sorry. You know?
All right, Rel. God bless you, brother.
God bless.
Thank you.
Bye, Rail.
All right, we can get out of here. Shelby, everybody. Shelby Lawson. Shelby.
Yes.
First of all, it's good to see you. Look beautiful as usual.
Well, I just woke up and I ran over here because it was storming, and I want to work from home today. So this is what you get, Shawn Harvey land early in the morning.
Exactly. You jump right into the
Kermit Frog.
You're damn right.
You know when you open that
You
door,
know
what
when
you getting.
Yeah, that's right. She tapped on the window.
I just went.
And I went like this. Bring your ass in here.
Oh, darn.
Shelby, we're going to get out here.
Shauna J. Music said she would apologize to herself if she worked with him. Shout out to Shauna. I would too, Shauna. I'd apologize to myself.
Well, Senny, should we all...
Forgive yourself.
Right.
I forgave myself for stepping in the name of love.
So,
'cause
Senny,
I knew not what I was doing.
So-
I done forgave myself. I done forgot it.
So, Senny, should we all apologize for stepping into the name of love to the universe?
Not the ones that are still listening to it. Some of y'all are probably playing it right now in your house, talking about F. Senny. I'm listening to this till I die. I'm playing at my funeral.
Senny, I tell you what.
Me.
I tell you what. Here, look, guys.
I forgave myself
Okay,
for my
hold on.
sins.
You're going to do it. Hold on. I'm going to tell you right now, guys. I'm going to go first. Senny, you go second. I like to... The camera's on me right now. Senny, you next.
You like
I like to apologize for stepping to the name of love and happy people in it to death and step into that R. Kelly music.
Just say he played it at his wedding.
I
was happy.
will not. I was happy. I apologize to the gods for dancing to R. Kelly, and I'll take the lead of LaShawn Oliver, and I won't do it again. So I like to apologize to the universe for endorsing, purchasing back in the day, and dancing to R. Kelly. It won't happen again. Senny, your turn. Hold on. Camera number 3. Right there, Senny. Go on right there. Camera number 3. Go on. Go on.
I just want to say I apologize to myself and my eardrums, my brain, for ever consuming that music. And I will never do it to myself again or my children.
Shelby, look at Shelby right there. Right there, Shelby. Your turn.
Listen, I used to love Ignition.
And the remix.
Go on.
So
look at the camera. Look at the camera, Shelby.
I'm so sorry.
There go the camera right
I'm
there.
so sorry for jamming to the song. I did not know. What we saying right here? I did not know that he had an infinity for children. So please forgive me.
I want everybody.
Be easy on yourself, girl.
Okay. I want everybody in that chat room to type in that they apologize. You better do it now. I'm going to block your ass. Put I apologize in that chat room. The 3 of us did it. If you don't do it, I'm going to block your ass tomorrow.
Barbie?
Where's Barbie anyway?
Listening to the Step of Love.
With her tinted windows, probably driving down 22 jamming.
All right. Shelby,
Love you,
where
Barbie.
looking at the second camera of mine, where these folks can find you. And everybody clap. Shelby's here.
I'm here.
Go ahead. Where can they find you?
I can be found here at 13 East Elizabeth Avenue in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I can be found Lawson Accessories on Instagram and Facebook, and Lawson Accessories at gmail.com and lawsonaccessories.com. So anything Lawson Accessories is mine, and you can find me easily. 484-275-0136.
Senny, where can they find Barbi?
Y'all
y'all apologizing out there? Senny, they putting in that chat room.
Prentice says that means I don't have to apologize. I haven't stepped in the name of anything for the past 10 years.
Aww.
Prentice.
Good for you, Prince. Good clap.
She don't even get it.
Oh, wait. I don't get it.
Princess is in a wheelchair.
Oh,
Yo, Princess.
Yeah, Shelby, clap for him.
Now I got to apologize to Prince.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Prince is nasty. No, you ain't got to apologize to him.
I'm so sorry.
No. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Princess is fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys can find Barbi Cologne on Facebook, Barbi Cologne Designs on Instagram, Designer Babe 3A on Snapchat. You guys can find me at Senny J on Facebook, Senny_J on Instagram, and Senny J on Snapchat. The E is a 3.
Oh, I love this show. Before I say anything, Eagles locally, Philadelphia Eagles, I hate you. You lost good. But I hate the Cowboys too. But the Cowboys beat the crap out of you last night, 41-21 down in Dallas. Princess Cox team, no pause, 49ers. Y'all doing great so far. My Jets haven't won a ball game yet. We get into sports tomorrow when Barbi come back. So that's Shawn Harvey on Facebook, comedian Shawn Harvey on Facebook, Hard Funny on Instagram. God bless you guys. We're going to head on over to the group room, and we'll stay there the rest of the day. You guys be safe. Enjoy your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, tonight I'm at Salsa Con Fuego in the Bronx. Tommy Davidson, talent. We're in the building. All right, so God bless you guys. We see you, and good night.
How you just gonna drop that on somebody?
I can do that.